Are you tired of feeling like cloud security is a locked door without a key? Welcome to Mastering Azure RBAC. In this course, we strip away the technical jargon to show you exactly how to control who can do what in your digital world. Using our digital keycard system, you'll learn the core pillars of access, how permissions flow through the Azure Hierarchy, and how to build your own custom security fences. Whether you're a beginner or looking to sharpen your admin skills, we'll show you how to design, assign, and validate access like a pro. Don't leave your resources to chance. Stay tuned to unlock a more organized, efficient, and completely secure cloud environment. Welcome to the simple world of Role-Based Access Control, or RBAC. Think of your digital workspace like a secure office building. You wouldn't give every employee a master key to the server room or the payroll vault, right? That is the heart of RBAC. It is a digital keycard system. It follows the just enough access rule, which ensures you have exactly what you need to do your job, but nothing more. This keeps the whole building safe. To make this work, we look at three pillars. First is the who, or the security principle, the person or app holding the card. Second is the what, known as the role definition. This determines if you can just look at files or actually edit them. Finally, there is the where, or the scope, the specific room or desk where your keycard actually works. By connecting these three, we keep your data locked down and your team moving fast. To navigate Azure successfully, you have to understand the family tree of your resources. Permissions in Azure flow downward like a waterfall through four main levels. At the very top, we have management groups for big picture control, followed by subscriptions for billing and organization. Inside those are resource groups. Think of these as logical folders. And finally, the individual resources themselves, like your virtual machines. Because of a rule called inheritance, whatever access you grant at the top automatically trickles down to everything inside. But here is the clever part. Azure uses an additive model. If you are a reader at the top but get contributor access further down, Azure adds them together. You don't lose the higher permission, you simply gain the extra powers. In the world of Azure RBAC, more access is always added, never taken away by overlapping roles. When it comes to managing your cloud, you have two main options for granting permissions: built-in roles and custom roles. Azure comes prepared with hundreds of pre-configured built-in roles that are ready to go the moment you start. You have the owner, who has the keys to the kingdom and can manage everything. The contributor, who can build and fix things, but can't hand out keys to others. And the reader, who can look, but definitely can't touch. But what if these options are a bit too broad? Imagine you have an intern who only needs to restart a server if it crashes. Giving them a contributor role might be overkill because they could accidentally delete the whole database. That is where custom roles come in. You get to be the architect, picking exact actions to allow and specific not actions to forbid. It's the ultimate way to ensure everyone has exactly the power they need and nothing more. Creating a custom role is like building a bespoke security fence around your digital assets. The process starts in the Azure portal under Access Control. First, you define the basics by giving your role a clear name and description. Next, you pick your permissions. This is where you search for specific services like virtual machines and select exactly what the user is allowed to do. To make it even more secure, you can use the exclude feature to explicitly block dangerous actions like pulling the plug on a server. Before finishing, you'll see a JSON file. Think of this as the technical recipe that pros use to double-check their work. Once the role is saved, simply navigate to your target resource, click Add Role Assignment, and link the role to your user. Just remember, it usually takes about 5 minutes for the new rules to reach every corner of the Azure globe. The final step in your RBAC journey is making sure the fence you built actually holds up. To validate your work, you have to step into the user's shoes. Log in as the test user and try to perform an action you've restricted, like stopping a virtual machine. If you see that fail to stop error message, congratulations, your security plan is working perfectly. To see exactly how these rules are written, you can dive into the JSON source code. Here, you'll see actions, which are the green lights for what is allowed, and not actions, which are the red lights. Always remember the golden rule of Azure. Not actions always win. If an action says yes, but a not action says no, that task is blocked immediately. By mastering these validations, you transform a complex cloud environment into a space that is organized, efficient, and most importantly, completely secure. We started with the fundamentals, learning that RBAC is a digital keycard system based on just enough access. You explored the Azure hierarchy, seeing how permissions flow from management groups down to individual resources. We compared built-in roles like owner and reader to custom roles where you design the specific fence your team needs. You learned to create and assign these roles by defining actions and linking them to users. Finally, we validated our work, proving that not actions always take preference. Now you have the tools to keep any Azure environment organized, efficient, and most importantly, completely secure.